Wow, glad to have you here today. Good to see you. I'm James Komolafe from Cyber Resources Intervention Hub, a hub for the good, the bad, and the ugly, where we'll treat you by checking you neck up to be sure you are good neck down. We have a brand new episode we are starting today on the behavioral checks fundamentals. In other words, what are the basic things you need to check to be sure you are not only good, but that you are great? Great as an individual and great also as an institution. So the topic today is ORIP value construct. ORIP, O-R-I-P, by acronym, where O stands for ownership and the letter R stands for responsibility. The I stands for influence and P for productivity. Wow. What is it all about? Until you own your own ownership, you have not started in life. To creating value means accepting who you are, hook, line, and sinker. And you are beginning to turn your bad and ugly to good. So please, to what extent have you owned yourself? That's letter O, ownership. How about R? You begin to shoulder responsibility based on the you that you know and grow in order to show forth. So responsibility is your capacity to understand your ability, what you have, reality, the situations around you, and the activity, what you do. When you do this to ownership plus responsibility, of course, it delivers you influence. There are people who need you and need your sort, and need your style, your strategy, your structure, your system. And for that, letter P, productivity, comes out. This is how to construct value. Can I tell you something? It's a choice you make and not a chance. You must first conserve it within in order to construct it without. So ownership is who you are originally, while responsibility begins from that ownership. It is then you can look at your strength, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats and do the needful. When you own who you are, when you don't live in denial, it is then you can see your good, your bad, and the ugly. So before I'm through today, what is ORIP value construct saying to you as an individual? Number one, it says you have something to do first within you. And then other things will flow from you. And what do you have to do? You're owning yourself and then being responsible to yourself. It's all at your beck and call, which is your O and P, while your I and which is your O and R. Okay, let me take that point again. ORIP says you have something to do first, then other things will follow you. So what is that first thing you need to do? It is your O and R, your ownership and your responsibility. And then your I and P will follow, which is the influence and productivity. When you merge the two together, you create value. As an individual or as an organization in its most simplistic order. So, can I tell you something before I call it a day today? Let your value produce your voice. No voice, no invoice. So what's the question for a take home? I want you to highlight and send to me 5 values of yours you would like to create. Cyber Resources and my critical team will send you some incentives to construct yours. Reach out to me today on my telephone number +234 8035 999 220. You are for value, not the vacuum. There are vacuums of life, but when you understand yourself from the ORIP value construct, you will begin to appreciate who you are and for what you can do. Tell me 5 values you want to create. We will support you to drive it. I hope you got value from today. Thank you so very much and see you next time. Bye-bye.